Dr. Nerenberg's mind-body workout system.
Now, I have patients who come in. Person says, I suspect my spouse is having an affair. Drives the person nuts, suspecting it. What I say is, look, get a private detective and follow that person and find out for sure, whether these suspicions are well-founded, or choose to believe that the person is innocent. But the one thing you don't want to do is sit around thinking they're having an affair. Oh, he's late. He must be with that woman again. Oh, is that lipstick? Oh, what's this phone call? You don't want to have that kind of, you don't want to be driving yourself crazy. I say, get a private detective. Find out. Get to the bottom of it. Or choose to believe. Trust is a choice. You can choose to trust the untrustworthy even. Now, somebody says, well, I don't want to be made a fool of. Well, you have a choice. You could risk being made a fool of, or risk driving yourself nuts. Now, I personally would rather give trust and have it violated and be betrayed than walk around suspicious of people. That's just my personal preference. Of course, I don't want to be an idiot and give somebody all the money I have and trust them with that. But I'd rather, in general, just give my trust as long as the cost is not too huge. I'd rather just give my trust. And when you give your trust, sometimes you give the trust to the untrustworthy, they become trustworthy. Sometimes you give your trust to the untrustworthy, and they get worse. They figure, I got a sucker. Now you just keep working that sucker. I would rather be taken advantage of, me personally, than walk around in a mistrustful state. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't be cautious, wise. No, we have to be cautious and wise. But the lack of trust is an integral part of insanity. It can become an integral part of insanity. Paranoid thinking. Once that grows like a seed and you gain evidence to support this one lied, that one betrayed, and then you find all these imperfections, you live in a world of fear and danger, which might be true. To some extent, we do live with dangers around. But we also live in a world of tremendous love and beauty that's beyond imagination. Why would we want to deprive ourselves of those blessings and those bounties by just focusing on the dangers? And there are dangers, definitely. But why would we want to live that way? So we look at then again, the character of the person, is there congruence of word and action to the extent that people do what they say. They have that congruence. They say, I'm going to do this, and they do it, or I'm not going to do this, and they don't do it. What does that do? It leads to more trust. Your word is good with me. Every time you say you're going to do something, you do it. Every time you say you're not going to do it, you don't do it. Trust is a choice. I choose to trust you, particularly if that's an issue. I choose to trust you is a very good power thought. I choose to trust you, and I'm grateful. Now, power thoughts are thoughts that will help prevent negative thoughts from arising. Give us a way to overpower them when they do arise. And we want to repeat them every 5 minutes the first day and twice an hour thereafter. And there's a full technology as part of Dr. Nerenberg's mind-body workout system of how to empower those thoughts so they become very pervasive through our whole system. The ultimate issue is to empower the constructive thought, to have dominion over the negative thought, the destructive thought. And thus we transcend much of the suffering of this life and to some extent enter paradise on earth. That's the ultimate issue. And Dr. Nerenberg's mind-body workout system is the most excellent venue for the internalization. We have in the technology over 21 factors that will affect it, repetition being one. So we go, I choose to trust you, I choose to trust you. And then I close my eyes, and I focus, a focuser. I choose to trust you, I choose to trust you. And then you say, I choose to trust you, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful is a solidifier. I choose to trust you, and I'm grateful. I choose to trust you, and I'm grateful. So I've got my eyes closed, I'm repeating it. I have a solidifier. Now we have what's called an amplifier. I choose to trust you completely. I choose to trust you completely. So you have an amplifier, and I'm grateful. Now we could add an amplifier to the solidifier. I choose to trust you completely, and I'm so grateful. I choose to trust you completely, and I'm so grateful. And then we have motion. We put the proprioceptive. I'm rotating my shoulders one way right now. I choose to trust you completely, and I'm so grateful. I choose to trust you completely, and I'm so grateful. So I'm rotating my shoulders one way, I rotate it the other. I choose to trust you completely. I'm so grateful. I choose to trust you completely. I'm so grateful. The proprioceptive involvement, the exercise, the movement facilitates the internalization of the thought, a healthy thought. So when people have issues with trust issues, this is a very good power thought to be using. Trust is the foundation of society. Even on our money, it says, in God we trust. If we didn't trust one another's words, we couldn't even do business with each other. You get a check, a credit card, money. It's all based on trust. The foundation of society, commerce itself, is based on trust.